Hi, welcome back to Kathy's Creole Kitchen. Today we're going to make white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. It's a very simple recipe. It's got quite a few little ingredients, but let me tell you, it is well worth it. The taste is wonderful. You're going to love it. So I'm going to give you the ingredients first. You're going to have 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. We're gonna have 3/4 cup of packed brown sugar, 1/2 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, and 1 teaspoon baking soda. We're gonna have 2 1/2 cups of flour, 1 cup of white chocolate morsels, and 1 cup of macadamia nuts, coarsely chopped. You don't want them too small. You want them big and chunky so when you bite into them. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees, which I have that going on right now. We're going to open the butter up and put it in here because we're going to cream the butter, the whole cup of butter, and both sugars. We're going to do that first before we do anything else. So let's get that in here. Get the butters in here. And then we're gonna, I like to scrape it off because I don't like to waste things. Butter is far too expensive to waste it. So I'm gonna get every little bit off of here and put it in the pan, into the bowl to mix it with the sugar. So there we go. We're getting it all off of there. We're gonna get the sugars now. Put that in there, put the regular sugar, and then we're gonna put the brown sugar in there. So, gonna attach the paddle, and we're gonna turn it on and cream it. Turn the mixer on probably about, I'd say, maybe 4, because you're going to cream it real well. You want it to be all nice and gooey in there. And while we're doing that, we're going to let it all cream real nicely. Now that we've got the sugar and butter creamed, we're going to add the eggs one at a time. So I'm going to crack it into the measuring cup, put it in there, drop this one in, speed up the mixer a little, let it blend in, add the other egg, crack the other egg, get it all creamed in there. Let me turn it off and scrape down the sides because we want everything to be mixed nicely together. Okay, turn it back on, add the other egg, bring that all together. Okay, we've got that going. Now we're going to add the almond extract. And then we're going to add the vanilla extract. Put that in there. So now we're going to combine the flour and the baking soda. So we're going to put that in there, and then we're going to mix it all up together. Because we want it to be combined, we want you to add it to the egg and the sugar mixture. Okay, so once we got it all mixed in, I'm gonna turn this off for a moment. I'm gonna lift this up, and I'm going to add some of the flour mixture in here because we don't want too much because we want to make sure it all gets blended together. So put a little bit in, turn it on. That's just to get it started. Now, we can add a little bit at a time. I do it with a spoon because it's a lot easier and it makes less of a mess. keep adding it while it's mixing. Putting it in there. Now, I can probably pour the rest because it's not so much yet. So you're going to pour it on in there. Put it all in there. And once again, I'm going to turn the mixer off and lift it up. Scrape down the sides so that we get everything combined really nicely. Let's just, okay, turn it back on. Okay, now that we've got it mixed, you don't want to over mix it because it make them kind of tough. We're going to add the macadamia nuts first. Gonna blend it in there. Shake it because it's getting real thick. Turn it up a little high, then turn it down to get it all mixed up in there. Now we're gonna add the white chocolate chips. Put that in there. Beat it a little fast, turn it off, lift it up. Take it off of the paddle because we want to make sure it's blended and mix it up some more. So I'm going to get that off the paddle like that. Put it back down in there and mix it up a little more. That way we get chocolate chunks and macadamia nuts in every cookie. So that looks like it's blended. So now we're going to take this spoon here. I have my pan prepared. I usually put a little butter or a little Pam on the bottom of my pan just because, you know, the recipes always say they're not going to stick, but they're in actuality they do stick. So I want to make sure I can just scoop them off the pan. So I'm going to get about this much on my tablespoon because you want a nice size cookie. So we're gonna get all that on there. Not too much because you don't want them too big to spread all over the pan. Just want a nice round, reasonable size cookie. So gonna get that on there. Okay, so I'm going to continue to put the cookies on here, the cookie dough on here until I can get it filled up. And then once it's full, I'm going to put it in the oven for 9 to 11 minutes on in a preheated oven for 350 degrees. And once they're cooked, I'll be back with you. Alrighty, I hear it beeping, so that means it's time to come out. Let me get something to get it out with so I don't burn my little old hand. Let's get it out. They smell delicious. Take a look. They have to cool on the pan. I let them cool for about 5 minutes. We're gonna let them cool for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna put another batch in there. Let them cook. Got them all prepared to put in. So this recipe makes it makes 2 dozen. See the size? So it makes 2 dozen good sized cookies. So I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna set it on 11 minutes. All righty. So in the meantime, we're gonna let those cool and I'll be back with you in about 5 minutes. So the cookies have been cooling about 4 minutes. So I'm going to take them here. I'm going to get them out of the pan because they're still really warm. And I'm going to put them on this rack to let them cool completely. So you just get a rack. It's very important to have these wire racks because it cools your cakes and your cookies evenly. You don't have like, I don't know, soggy bottoms, I guess that's what you would say. I don't know exactly how you would say it, but put it right there. We're gonna let it cool about, another 5 minutes, I think, because you don't wanna bite it. Well, Yeah, about 4 or 5 more minutes. We're gonna let it cool 4 or 5 more minutes. Then I'm gonna take one to my mom because these are her absolute favorite. And speaking of favorites, if you make anything that's on my YouTube page for your Valentine, they will be highly impressed. Food is a great love language. So, and especially baking, when you bake something wonderful and someone bites into it, they know that you put in the time. So, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up. Check out my YouTube page, Kathy's Creole Kitchen, and pick something to bake, because there's also a main dish on there, chicken jambalaya. You can make that, and you can make any one of my desserts as a for one of the Valentine's desserts. Now, and coming back to my YouTube page, please subscribe to my YouTube page, Kathy's Creole Kitchen, and like my videos, because I am on Facebook also, Kathy's Creole Kitchen. If you don't like my videos, then I don't know if I should keep doing this. So, you know, it's disheartening. I see that I have 92 views on something, but you know, not that many people are liking the page. I don't know if you dislike it or you like it. So just let me know. Give me some feedback. I need that. Kathy's Creole Kitchen on Facebook and YouTube. I think this might be cool enough for me to bite into it. Let's just see. Let's take a little bite. So good. This is what I'm talking about. This is so delicious. So please don't forget to like my page on YouTube and Facebook, Kathy's Creole Kitchen. Join me next week because we're going to be making something exciting. Thank you and have a great evening and a wonderful weekend. I know you guys are wondering what happened. I forgot to give you a recap of the ingredients. 1 cup of butter, 3/4 cup of cracked brown sugar, 1/2 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon almond extract, 2.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 cup chopped macadamia nuts, coarsely chopped, and 1 cup whole chocolate baking chips. And if you go to my YouTube page, I'm going to start actually printing, posting the recipes. Because it'll make it easier. I know it's kind of hard to look at a video and then write down the ingredients. So if you subscribe to my YouTube page, I will have the ingredients posted going forward. So thank you so much for visiting Kathy's Creole Kitchen. And once again, have a great weekend.